My name is Jollz, I'm a Radiant player, and today we coach the Gold Chamber player who struggled with Crosshair Placement. If you're enjoying this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe, considering 80% of you guys are still not subscribed. I do these coaching sessions live, so you're more than welcome to swing by the stream and ask questions. If you're interested in coaching yourself, click the link in the description, click the book a lesson button, and select your plan and time. Lastly, if you want a chance to win free coaching, be sure to comment down below your Discord name and why you think you deserve it. I'll be picking out a person randomly. Other than that, enjoy the video. Okay. Actually, good stats. 142 damage per round, pretty good. Oh, okay. So one thing standing out for me, the headshot percentage. That's like super low.
And to, at least most of the time, whenever I win, it's just sitting down on a site and just being in a better position than my opponent, and then winning the gunfight that way. But I know for a fact that like if I go head to head against someone, the odds of me losing are more likely because my aim is not as good.
Yeah, and that's something that happens to me too. I'm not like a super hard aimer, right? Like I don't take a lot of these like 50-50 gunfights where I just kind of try and go head on with people. I like to rely on positioning, and I think it's way better. I think that makes you a lot more consistent, so it's good. But usually like a low headshot percentage is like a good indicator of like crosshair placement issues as well. But overall, your stats aren't bad, right? 1.15 KDA. It's really good. 142 ADR, and you play Sentinels, right? This is really good. Right? A Sentinel, that's your #1 priority for your team. Making sure that there's no gaps in your pushes, right? Like they can't have a timing on you where they just kind of collect free kills. So making sure that you're watching the flank. You have trip set down, alarm bot, whatever, right? Something watching flank. You could even lurk, right? Lurking is a really strong thing that Sentinels can start doing if you notice that your team isn't really pushing into a site. So if they like grouping up, right? Like let's say they like grouping up B or something, and then they're like, hey, let's rush B. They group up, nobody moves. Everyone just sits B, nobody's doing anything. You're just sitting there, right? That's usually a good indicator. Like next gun round, I'm starting to lurk, right? Like I'm letting them all group up B, and I'm going to go A. And while they make their noise and group up and do nothing, I'm going to try and be productive on the other side of the map. Maybe I can get some space. Because they're making a lot of noise, defense is rotating. After the defense is rotating, I have the site for free. Your team falls back. You guys go to the site that you just lurked, right? So that's like a big thing for Sentinels, but it's also not bad to just go with your team, just kind of being like alive. You want to kind of bait a bit. You never want to be the first person in because your utility is a lot more valuable than duelist utility, right? So staying alive is your #1 priority.
Are you a fan of 4 bullets and armor, or like 6 bullets and trademark? Or something completely different?
You could go, I would get a trip. I would definitely get 1 trip, and you can go, yeah, 6 bullets.
What I've done on Ascent, like if we're attacking A, I would set up here, I would trip mark there, and then peek catwalk.
Okay, yeah. No, I like that.
Cat. Market. That's still cat. Well,
wow, what a pre-fire. That's unlucky. I would go A main with your Jet here, yep.
Would you start breaking this down?
Yeah, you guys probably look to break this down and then try and go towards B. Yeah, try and I wouldn't even peek. You don't want to die.
30 seconds left. Last player standing. Spike down mid.
Okay. Team was kind of lost that round. I think it was just unlucky that you got dinked all the way down from the Jet. But yeah, a good rule of thumb is like when you see a sage wall, it's almost like you just want to break that thing down instantly, right? Because the second you do, it puts pressure back on the map. If they have it walled off, they don't even have to look at A main anymore, right? Because they don't have anything to worry about. It's not like you can just, you know, jump over that wall unless you're Jet or something. But
okay,
usually you just want to break the wall. Say your TP's down, yeah.
Hey main.
Hold firm, crosshair. Okay, you're.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Okay. Winnable.
Last player standing.
Okay. Nice try. Okay, yeah. So I think the crosshair placement is like one of the bigger things, as well as make sure that you're not exposed from multiple angles there. You saw when you were holding the A main, I was scared that you were going to get peeked from heaven. You know how you were exposed like from all of heaven there too? Yeah, so anytime you're holding an angle, only be exposed from one angle at a time. Like, yeah, so team's kind of doing their own thing. They're kind of slow. Jett's lurking. I would start to try and lurk a bit. Wherever your team, wherever you see him group at the start of the round, just go to the opposite one. Nice job. That's a free gun. I think you can scoop that up real quick.
Enemy spotted B. Enemy spotted B.
Stage was also A.
Enemy spotted B.
Spike is down.
Spike down B.
Okay, here.
Yeah, stairs. Yep. Okay, walking probably needs to walk a bit more.
So here I'm just like, do I just go and try to take a fight?
Yeah, try and take a 1v1. Oh, okay. You always want the crosshair placement to be like head level as well. And make sure when you're peeking angles, you're like peeking with intent, right? Like always be thinking like they might be here, right? They might be like every new angle that you're peeking, just imagine in your mind that they're going to be around that corner. And then if they're not, then at least you're ready for it. But when they are, you're really ready for it. One more on the right side, yep.
There's one more close right.
Spike down mid.
Got 30
30
seconds.
seconds left.
There's two here.
Last player standing.
I mean, they don't have to do anything, right?
Right, exactly, yeah. You have to pick up the bomb. KJ might be holding it.
I have the spike.
Oh, let's try. Yeah, in situations like that, they really just have to hide, right? They have bomb down,
Yeah.
they're playing around the objective. So knowing that, what you could do is just start to walk up, knowing that they don't have to peek, and then maybe like look for a fight mid. The whole goal is like when you're down numbers, like it's a 1v3, you want to just isolate 1v1s and try and take one versus one fights. That's when you want to take fights. Okay, so here, try and hug like the left wall of A main, right? Like look to your left. You see this wall right in front of you? Like, yeah, you want to touch that wall and hold the angle. They're not going to expect you there. You want to take one shot and then instantly TP. This is how you want to play chamber. You want to go for like really aggressive off angles. Yep, hold this. Don't worry about the arrow. Yep, there you go.
Spike down
There was
A.
one more there.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. You saw how impactful that was at the start of the round. You play that aggressive angle, you got that free kill, and you TP'd out. Just like that, you have numbers advantage.
Okay, I'm going up left.
I think I heard the jump up. No? Maybe not.
One enemy remaining.
nice.
Probably backside.
Oh my god, that scared me.
Okay, yeah. So, I like how you use your Astra's footsteps there to walk up lane while the guy in the site was distracted, right? That's good. Tapping the bomb the second you get into sight, another really good thing what you want to do. The second you get into sight, tap the bomb. It just puts pressure on the enemy team. The only thing I would have done is not push the smoke, right? You have to understand that he has to push into you. You have the advantage. You can just sit in there and just wait for him to push you unless he decides to spam his whole clip to the smoke, right? So you could just play a little bit more around that.
I'm gonna go B this time.
Yeah, and put a trip in mid and pizza, right? Like right here on the left. Yep. And then another one on B main.
Does it matter?
Yeah, to the right. Yeah, I put it there. And then
where would
put an
you do
aggressive TP, like exactly where you put the trip, and then the other one in market. Yeah. You can put the other one market, and then go aggressive B main if you can. Like hug the left side, right, a little bit.
Scanning ahead.
All right,
Here?
stop here, yeah. Okay, a couple tiles.
2 tiles.
Nailed them.
Right here.
Enemy spotted mid.
Looks like rotating off. Should I go for this?
Yeah, yep.
I'm going for a peek.
They found my trap.
One mid outside of market.
Didn't clear left, but it should still work.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Spike down mid.
Let me know if you see KJ.
She's in the corner there. Nice shot. Nice rounds. Really good instinct there to start the flank. The reason why it was so good, your teammate, the enemy was distracted. They were very, very distracted with a lot of gunfight that was going on mid. And I didn't hear the KJ turret. That's why I assumed that KJ didn't put any setup down to watch for this. So this was a really good play.
Yep.
TP? Okay. No, that was good.
Spike
That was great. That was great.
B. You should
You played that exactly
One enemy
correct.
remaining.
Good recon, Sova.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. If you run that back, you probably get out of there with a fast TP. But perfect. You did your job. You see how powerful these off angles, these aggressive off angles are? Because they don't check it. And they don't expect it. And you can put yourself in these positions when you have it.
Okay, I'll let you hold. I got this angle for
Here.
30 seconds left.
So I'm a little bit worried
Yeah,
that they
my trip
might
is still
actually be
there,
able to peek him before the... So the trip isn't like... The trip activates a bit too late, so they can actually wide swing and one tap him before the...
Oh.
All good. So I was just saying, like, you got to be very careful
10
with your
seconds
trips.
left.
It's not like a...
It doesn't
a
stop
wall.
them, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. It doesn't... It's really
planted.
good for notifying where they are, but it's not like
Enemy
a...
remaining.
Nice job. But it's not like, you know, it doesn't stop them in their tracks, and you can get punished for something like that. So just be very careful of it.
Oh, Jet peeked me tiles. So would you still continue to hold this?
I wouldn't. He has information. Okay.
That scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, all good, all good. You got one. Let's go pick up mid here. Yeah. They're going A. Rotate A, rotate A, rotate A.
Rotating A.
There they are.
Smoked off.
Spike
Careful, they could be
down
close.
A.
Yeah. I'm gonna...
Very careful, behind you, behind you. He's in the smoke.
Oh, wait, did he walk
Yeah,
past me?
he ran right through the
One
smoke.
my God.
enemy remaining.
So
That is crazy that I didn't hear that.
Team
it's all
A.
good. Don't even worry about it. You're in the moment. But one thing that I want to emphasize is like when your team is
Match
fighting on
point.
site, don't worry about picking up other stuff when you have it tripped, right? Like you had tree tripped. Don't even worry about that anymore. Go and help your teammates on site, right? Like if they're fighting for site, you want to help them fight for site.
Watch this.
Now I can go like cat, or I can start a flank.
I wouldn't really flank. You can just chill a bit. You want to stay alive here. Your trips are very important right now.
Okay. Would you say going cat and then trying to hold mid is better?
No. Just try not to... I'd rotate towards spawn right now.
Enemy spotted mid.
Careful up mid. They're up
I
mid.
hear
they're
mid.
up
I hear mid. At least two.
One more.
Spike down.
Oh.
Defender spawn. Last player standing.
Very good try. Very good try. Yeah, I think if your recoil reset there, your crosshair was on him, you would have gotten it.
Spike planted.
But
Yeah.
that was a really
Shooting
good
a little
try.
bit too frequently.
Yeah, it's all good though. It was a really good try. So there, you had the instinct to want to push through cat, which is okay. But when you're alone on A, you don't want to get too aggressive. You need to stay alive. You know, like your value alive is so big. You have trips on A, you have trips on short.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, we heard him. He's in this.
Nice.
Hey, let's go. The comeback.
game.
Okay. The 10-2
on it.
comeback.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. All it takes is a couple rounds on attack. That's all you need. Never lose hope. You know, that was sick. That was sick.
Defenders win.
And I would argue you had such a huge impact on defensive side. That was really good. Really good job. But you see how impactful you can be on chamber there on defense with the aggressive plays. You can get in a lot of these off angles. I love playing them. No one ever checks them in this elo. That was a big thing too. Was crosshair placement, right? Crosshair placement is usually good when it's like in terms of giving yourself enough time from the wall, which is good, but you just want to make sure it's always head level. And the best way of doing that is just hopping in death matches, seeing where everyone's running, and then just ingraining it in your brain where the head level is always at every time you're peeking an angle. Timings are pretty good. Your timings are pretty good, all things considered, especially in your current rank. But I think if you fix your crosshair placement, your aim isn't bad. I think it's a little bit of your gun control, like you mentioned. But I'll go over some of the stuff that might be able to help. It's mainly just crosshair placement. It's like, it's a little bit like here. It's like this sometimes, right? And it's like you're aiming at the chest, right? But if you play enough, your crosshair is gonna start being like instinctively always headshot, you know, headshot angles, right? This is all headshot. If they're here, headshot, headshot, headshot. There's not really a visual indicator for this. You know, a lot of people say, oh, just trust the back wall, but it's very misleading because it all depends on your angle, right? Like if I'm trusting the back wall when I'm here, this is too high. This crosshair placement is way too high. You know, when they're here, unless they're like strictly hugging the back wall, it's not going to hit. So you need like something like here. And it's just the feel. The more you play the game, the more it'll come second nature. And I'd recommend hopping into a custom game and just running around the map, you know, practicing this kind of crosshair placement.
Awesome. Yeah, I won't hold you up anymore. You got rank to grind.
Sounds good. But all right, have a good day and good luck with your rank games.
Awesome. Thank you.
Have a good one. See ya.